Let's get ready to roll.
One of the most iconic circuits on the Grand Prix calendar represented today in marble form. We come to Suzuka to predict the Japanese Grand Prix. Hello everybody, I'm Greg Woods. This is the Marbula One take on the John Hugenholtz track that was originally designed as a test track for Honda. Instead, it has become an integral part of Grand Prix racing on the calendar nearly non-stop since 1987. Taking a look at our starting grid, Yuki Tsunoda at the back after ascending to the Red Bull seat alongside Alex Albon. Gabriel Bortoleto alongside Charles Leclerc. Carlos Sainz in 16th, starting just behind Lance Stroll in the Aston Martin. In the other Aston, Fernando Alonso, a two-time winner here at Suzuka, but it's been since 2008. Next to Kimi Antonelli, Pierre Gasly, and Isaac Hadjar just outside of the top 10. Then it's Jack Doohan, Esteban Ocon, Lewis Hamilton in 8th, another multi-time winner at this circuit. He's won it 5 times. Next to Max Verstappen, who himself has won it 3. Oscar Piastri and George Russell as we now crack into the top 5. Ollie Behrman in 4th. Liam Lawson, who was in the Red Bull seat but demoted to RB. Lando Norris, and capturing the first pole since 2010. It's Nico Hülkenberg in the Sauber. Lights are on. And we're rolling. He moves to the outside, does Hülkenberg, to try to cover off Norris, and that makes Norris lose all kinds of speed, and it lets Liam Lawson get up into second place for the first time as they stream to the hairpin. Hülkenberg holds on, Norris back in 3rd, Verstappen up to 4th. Covering the inside, first time through 130R, trying to look around the outside there, can't do it, but does into the chicane. Liam Lawson with a fantastic move to take the lead at the end of lap 1. Lando Norris off the belt, great up into second place, but then lost it to Max Verstappen, who is now catching the draft of Lawson. Through the Degners they come. Verstappen by at the hairpin. Nice over-under move, but here comes Lawson right back on the inside of 130R, comes to a stop, and a collision with Verstappen finally gets those marbles going again. That could have been disaster. And Verstappen, did he catch a side of the track that was sticking out, part of the structure? I believe he did. Excellent off the conveyor belt there. Oh, hey, there's George Russell getting in the mix. He's up into second place. Norris, Hülkenberg falling back to 6th now. He is continuing to tumble, and look at the line of marbles that is behind him. Up front, side by side they come. Verstappen over the line, and coming up the conveyor belt will take the lead. Marbles very quick to launch. Through the Senna S's they come. Verstappen, Russell, Lawson. Norris gets by into 3rd place, as I say Lawson. Hülkenberg tried to have a go at 5th, but goes high up on the curves and loses out. Through the spoon curve they come, with a great head of steam, down toward the chicane, and that is where the overtakes are happening. George Russell, his turn to lead this race. Lap 5 begins. Verstappen battles back. The two are parrying back and forth. Collisions there, farther back in the field. We took a look at the RB. Tsunoda has made an incredible climb, by the way, all the way from 20th up to 8th. Hamilton dropped severely back into 14th. Alonso also went backward. He's in 18th. Leclerc at the back of the field right now, just a few lengths behind Pierre Gasly. Verstappen's lead is growing. Russell having to peek over the shoulder at Lawson as they come through the S's now. Going high up onto those walls, Tsunoda continues to move forward. Hamilton up to 12th. Piastri battling with Lance Stroll. He gets by into 10th place, does Piastri, the winner back in China. Verstappen goes side to side there, coming off the conveyor belt. That lets Liam Lawson close up ever so slightly. Esteban Ocon has been steadily moving forward. Up into 3rd spot, got by George Russell, who also is having to defend Yuki Tsunoda. That Red Bull marches forward, and if that continues, could we see a battle between Lawson and Tsunoda? As I say that, Ocon up into 2nd place, Lawson back into 3rd. That's only 2 spots ahead of where Yuki Tsunoda sits in that Red Bull. Hard off the wall there and loses another spot. Look at this battle back here with the McLaren trying to hold everybody back. Up front, side to side they go. Trying to chase down Verstappen around the corner. They meander hard to the right. And it's Lawson holding on to second place. Ocon rides the curbs higher. Tries for precision through the Senna S's. Ooh, excellent move there. Slicing in between. And we start to see several marbles begin to make their climbs. As we are past the halfway point, Hamilton is one of them. He's up into 8th. Tsunoda falling backwards. Albon has come from the back of the field. He's up into 6th now. Norris in 5th. Ocon 4th. Lawson, George Russell, who we see right in the center of your screen battling with Lawson, and Verstappen is up in the distance. Oh, it's collision there. And Russell gets going. Lawson loses a spot and falls backwards and may lose more as they head into the spoon curve. Verstappen comes over the line, up to the conveyor belt. Crossing the start line to begin lap 11 of 14. Russell holds second, Ocon, Lawson, Norris, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Stroll, Albon, and Piastri rounding out the top 5. Leclerc has come off of last place up to 15th. Bortoletto and our pole sitter Hülkenberg has fallen to dead last. What has happened for the German? Both of the Saubers at the back of the field right now. Just a few laps to go. Slightly different lines we see between George Russell and Esteban Ocon. We're taking a look right now at Lewis Hamilton with Alex Albon behind him, Yuki Tsunoda in front, Jack Doohan in the Alpine. That pink marble tried to make a move coming into the hairpin, but the door was closed. Russell cutting into Verstappen's lead as we are ready for the penultimate lap to begin. Off they go. Ocon also weaving side to side. It's a much cleaner exit for Liam Lawson. George Russell goes around the outside toward the end of the Senna S's as they traverse the crossover. Verstappen, Russell, Ocon, there are your top 3. You saw them briefly on the screen all at once. Looked like the McLaren of Norris trying to make a move, and that did not work. Fell backwards and lost 2. Norris in 7th, Piastri in 8th on the final lap of the Grand Prix. Max Verstappen works around the Degners. Through the hairpin. Lots of space between our top 3. Verstappen into the final chicane. Out of it he comes and wins the Japanese Grand Prix for a 4th time. 4 years running, it's Verstappen in the Red Bull. George Russell gets 2nd place, and Esteban Ocon on the podium in 3rd. Liam Lawson just missing out, but still content to get 4th in the RB. Tsunoda finished 7/100ths back. Well, our pole sitter Nico Hülkenberg did not finish last, but probably feels like that. Oh, look at the air that's being caught by one of the Saubers right there. Max Verstappen becoming awfully familiar with the top step of the podium at Suzuka. He's done it now 4 years in a row. Nobody's ever done that before. He had done it 3, obviously. So had Lewis Hamilton, and so had Michael Schumacher, but he bettered them by 1. Question is, will it happen on Sunday? For everybody here at Jelle's Marble Runs, I'm Greg Woods. You'll have to find out.